Alright, so you want to start D's questline? Well, I got news for you. This questline spans over a good chunk of the game and involves multiple NPCs. So gear up, get ready, let's get into it. My name is Pastor Gaines. Let's start this questline. So you're going to find D in the northeastern part of Limgrave, where he's going to be standing over a freshly killed corpse, and you're going to talk to him, exhaust his dialogue, and then you will find him again for the second time in Roundtable Hold. Something to take note of really quick here before you actually go to Roundtable Hold. Go kill the Submariner who's right down in the village directly behind D as you're talking to him, and then you will get a death root, and that's going to help you progress the next few parts of D's storyline. The next time we see D is going to be sitting by the Grace in Roundtable Hold. What you're going to have to do here is talk to him, and he is going to ask you for the death root, and you can show him the death root, and this is going to open up the questline even farther for you to be transported over to Caelid through the portal that he's going to mark on your map. Once you arrive at the third church of Marika, you're going to go behind the church, jump into the portal, and you are going to seek an audience with the beast Clergymen, who later you are going to find out is going to accept more and more death root from you, and this is just the person that you go to give the death root when you find them in the world, and he's going to give you different beast incantations. Upon arrival to Greyoll's Dragonbarrow, you are going to seek an audience, and you are going to exhaust all the dialogue for the beast Clergymen, and you are going to end up getting a beast eye, some incantations, and a few other odds and ends here and there. At this point, you're going to return to Roundtable Hold, and you're going to talk to D and just confirm everything that the Beast Clergyman just told you. You're going to exhaust all of D's dialogue, and then this turns into Feia's quest, and you're going to go into Feia's room, and you're going to start doing the things that she asks you to do. D and Feia's quest are very intertwined, and they will play off of each other for a time. As you approach Feia, she's going to explain who she is, what she's doing there, and her backstory a little bit, and you are going to get the option to have her hold you. You need to select yes for her to hold you, and then you are going to receive Baltican's blessing from her. Later on, you are going to return back to her after progressing the game a little bit. It took me probably, I would say, 4 hours of gameplay of progression, then coming back to her. Obviously, I checked more and more each time as I thought I was getting closer and closer to her next part of the questline. But you're going to come back to her, and she is then going to give you the next part of the quest. So arriving back to Feia a short time later, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to ask to be held once more, and then she is going to end up asking you for a favor. That favor is to try and return this dagger to its rightful owner. Once you attain the dagger from Feia, you're going to then run over to D, and you're going to ask him about the dagger and end up giving him the dagger. Now you are going to go ahead and exhaust all of D's dialogue, and remember, this is probably going to be the last time that you are going to be able to talk to D, as the next part of this questline is going to reveal he doesn't meet a happy ending. So you're going to sit here, sit down at the Grace, reset the room, and once you return, you are going to notice that D is no longer there. However, you are also going to notice that Feia has moved as well, and she has moved to the room right down the hall. Once you enter these doors that were previously locked, you're going to see Feia sitting there next to a dead D, and you can go ahead and grab D's bell bearing and his particular armor set, which you're going to want to hold on to for later in the game. And after exhausting all of Feia's dialogue here, she will then disappear. So as the questline seems to have gone cold, the next portion of this is going into Caelid and heading into Redmane Keep to defeat Radhan. If you can defeat Radhan, you can then go ahead and progress the questline. Once you enter Redmane Castle, you can catch up with Blythe and Alexander to progress their current questlines, and then you go up top to talk to the festival owner. And you're going to have him begin the festival. You're all going to band together to fight Radhan. Then once you fight Radhan, that is going to open up the giant crater in the middle of Limgrave, where you will then need to go. So once you travel to this point on the map, you're going to find a giant crater in the middle of Limgrave. This is where the quest lines start to merge. This particular part of a quest line is also part of Ranni's quest line. So Fia's quest line, D's quest line, and Ranni's all kind of intermingle, and you're going to end up here in Nokron Eternal City after you follow the entire route down there. It's pretty straightforward, so you shouldn't get lost, but you're basically going to go from grace to grace down here. and just go from one step to the next. You're going to fight a mimic tier of you, so make sure that when you do this, you take off all of your armor to make him as easy as possible. Then grab the Grace, and you're going to follow the route that I'm going to show you right here, all the way to the next Grace where you're about to enter the part of Ranni's questline where you pick up a very important item. As you approach this next site of Grace, you're going to grab the Grace, and then you're going to jump down and start navigating your way through the city. I'm going to show you the exact route you can go. You can run past the majority of the enemies if you so choose. There are a few that you do need to fight, but I'm sure you'll be able to manage that just fine. So follow the route here, and then once you get to the very, very bottom, you're going to get to a chest, and you're going to pick up the item that you need for Ranni's questline. Once again, grab the Grace, and you're going to make your way through a bunch of mimic tiers down here, which you can run through if you choose, or you can do a summon and fight your way through. Once you get all the way down here to the stairs, climb up the stairs, and inside of this room straight ahead of you is going to be the dagger that Ranni needs for her questline. Open up the chest, grab the dagger, then go through the portal and return to Ranni to progress her questline. Upon your return to Ranni's Rise, she's going to then speak to you about the treasure that you found in Nokron City, and you're going to end up exchanging that treasure for the inverted statue. This statue is going to come into play in just a few minutes as you make your way down to the Carian study hall. Once you're in the Carian study hall, you're going to go ahead and place the statue on top of the altar, which is then going to drastically change the entire look and feel of the study hall to make things a little bit more difficult for you. But you're going to navigate your way through there, come down to an elevator. Once you're there, it's going to dump you out onto a great bridge where you will make your way up and across to the tower where you are to find the prize you've been searching for. As you make your way up the stairs, you're going to notice a body with an item directly on the top of the tower. You're going to snag that item, and that's the Cursemark of Death. This is the item that you need to continue Feia's questline, and we will now do that by going back to the Ancestral Woods Grace that we were by with Ranni's questline. So you're going to follow this route from the Ancestral Woods Grace all the way back up through here past some jellyfish. You're going to jump down, and you are going to head to the Grace, which is going to be the Soifra Aqueduct Grace. You're going to make your way through here, and this area is where you are going to make use of the armor that you got from D when you found him dead on the floor and Freia standing over him. Once you get through here, you're going to find D's brother. And D's brother is going to be sitting there distraught. He's not going to be very responsive to anything that you are saying, but you will have the option to hand over the armor set. I hand over the armor set because I had no idea what would happen if I didn't hand over the armor set. So went ahead, gave it to him, and now you are going to be making your way into the domain of 2 gargoyles. Just a heads up, these gargoyles are tough. I'm talking really tough. I'm on New Game Plus 4, and they were a huge challenge for me. They do a ton of damage. They have poison, and you have to fight 2 of them at the exact same time. So once you have killed both of these, then you will make your way down to the next grace point, and there's going to be a coffin sitting there for you that you can get in and go to your next location. Deepwood Depths. This is where you're going to spend the remainder of this quest line. You're going to go over here and you're going to grab the Grace, and then I'm going to show you the route you need to go to get to where Freia is located. You're going to go west. There's going to be a grace right here. You're going to snag that, go across the waterfall's edge, and then you're going to go up some roots. Just follow this route, and it'll dump you out right on top of the grace where you need to be in order to talk to Freia and finish up this quest line. As you grab the grace here, you're then going to go through that little opening in the tree roots, and in that next room is where you are going to find Freia. Now, there's a few things that you're going to have to deal with before you can talk to Freia, and that is being surprise attacked by these summons. You're going to be surprise attacked by 2, and then finally by 3 in total. You're going to fight all 3 of them at the same time, and then Freia will show up, and you can talk to her, and she will initiate the next part of her quest. At this point, you are going to select the option, No, I want to be held. Once she starts to hold you, you will then be prompted to talk in secret. Select Talk in Secret, and she will continue to go through all of her dialogue, continue to talk through all of that, and then ask to talk in secret once more. She will continue to go through the dialogue that she has, and then you will have the option to give her the Cursemark of Death. Give her the Cursemark that you have received, and this will progress her questline. At this point, you're going to have the ability to go back to the Grace and reset the entire area. I had to reset the area twice in order to get the results that I needed, which is for her to be asleep. Once she is asleep, you can approach her and you can join the dream. Once you enter the dream, you're then going to come across one of the most ridiculous boss fights in the entire game. Very challenging, but overall it is a lot of fun. So you're going to kill this boss, and then you are going to emerge from the dream once that boss is down. You then see Fia laying down, and you can go over and you can grab the Death Prince rune. This rune is going to allow you to get a certain ending in the game, so you're definitely going to want to hold on to it. Once more, go back and reset the Grace, and this is the final part of the quest. You're now going to see Dee's brother hoisting a sword over Fia, and he has killed her. Now, reset the Grace one more time. You'll find out that he is gone, and you can get the armor and the inseparable sword, which is a super awesome faith-based sword if you don't have it. So, guys, that is the entire questline. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to leave a like, comment, follow. It would help me out a ton for this video. If you do like this type of content, I do also stream over on Twitch. So, guys, until next time, I'll see you then.